China has kicked off its busiest annual period of mass migration, with a record 9 billion domestic trips expected to be made during a 40-day travel rush around the Lunar New Year holidays, according to state media.
중국이 춘절 인구 대이동이 일어나는 연중 가장 바쁜 시기를 맞이했다고 관영 언론이 보도했습니다. 올해는 설 연휴를 전후한 특별 수송 기간인 40일 동안 40억 회라는 기록적인 수의 국내 이동이 이뤄질 것으로 예상됐습니다.
I thought last year there was a lot of travel. There were 4.7 billion trips in that same period. We're almost double.
Yeah,
9 billion expected.
Right.
We're talking about millions of people basically traveling back to their hometown in the same way that we will this weekend. You know, a lot of people will be traveling back for Solal. 80% of these 9 billion trips they think will be self-driving road trips, which is a record. And then the rest are going to be rail, air, and water.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of people traveling during this 40-day period, and a lot of tickets have been sold. It's difficult to get train tickets, and they're looking at air travel to be surging by 80 million, up 9.8% from before the pandemic. So it seems like China is really back in business when it comes to celebrating the Lunar New Year.
네. 90억 회라는 기록적인 수의 국내 이동이 이뤄질 것으로 그렇게 전망이 되고 있네요. 자, 첫 번째 표현 보겠습니다. China has kicked off its busiest season.
Well, let's talk about, was it the Asian Cup that's been going on?
Yes, it's still going on.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been too busy to watch. It's been on too late for me. But yeah, if you've been watching, and I'm sure many of our listeners have, then you've been waiting each night for the kickoff, which is the literal start of the game, when the ball gets kicked. But we use this term kickoff to mean the start, the beginning, when something begins.
네. 축구에서도 이렇게 시작할 때 kick-off 한다라고 하지만 우리가 그 외에도 비유적으로 뭔가 시작을 할 때 to kick off라고 하죠. 이게 한 단어로 쓸 수도 있어요.
네.
You could say there has been a kick-off.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's a verb.
Exactly. So you can say the party kicks off at 8 p.m. tonight.
그래요. 자, 그 다음에 mass migration.
Yes, mass meaning a lot, meaning many, many people. In this case, we're looking at, I don't know, millions upon millions. And migration is some kind of movement over a long distance. In this case, it's not necessarily international. It may be domestic, but China's a very big country. So we'll see mass migration this weekend in Korea as people move from out of Seoul down to Busan or Jeonju or Gwangju or Daegu or Gangneung or wherever they're going.
Yeah, another word for mass migration in this case would be an exodus.
Well, yes, but that's specifically that people are leaving one place.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're a little bit different, but yes,
Okay.
we can say, for example, Thursday night, Friday morning, there's going to be an exodus from Seoul. A lot of people are going to be leaving Seoul to go back to their families' hometowns.
Got it. Okay, here's the headline again. China has kicked off its busiest annual period of mass migration, with a record 9 billion domestic trips expected to be made during a 40-day travel rush around the Lunar New Year holidays, according to state media. I don't know if in China they use the term Lunar New Year's. They probably just go with Chinese New Year.
Yes, and there's always a bit of controversy about that all over the world, about what term is appropriate. Here in Korea, though, Lunar New Year.
Indeed. Let's move on to the next headline.